Good evening. Welcome to Far East News Network. I'm Fiona.
And I'm Porter. Today we're in Seoul to cover Dodea's annual Far East Journalism Conference.
Almost 100 students from all over the Western Pacific came to learn from industry professionals and develop their skills in broadcast journalism, newspaper, and yearbook.
We had the very special opportunity to interview one of the industry professionals.
Hi, I'm Renee Burke, and I'm a media promotions senior manager.
Okay, yes, and it totally depends on the point of view. You are very right.
For the bulk of my career, probably about 15 years, I was strictly journalism. So I taught yearbook 1 through 8, newspaper 1 through 8, online production, and live streaming.
And I actually have a story about it, and I want to take up too much time.
Because I was National Journalism Advisor of the Year for the country, and that it was chosen by my peers who are other journalism professionals. You do an application process and that kind of thing. And that was really pretty valuable for me, just to be recognized at that level by my peers. This is my 4th or 5th in-person FEJ. I did the online last year, but one of the things I love about it is how awesome the students are. They're kind, they're accepting, they're courteous, so it's a really neat experience to have all of these students from Far East come together to learn how to improve their yearbooks, their newspaper, their broadcast programs, and I love that Dodea hires people to be those content experts to come in and give a little bit of a different view, because you guys hear from your teachers all of the time, so you're now able to hear from other area content experts to just give that little bit of, well, this is how it happens stateside, or these are other things that we could consider adding to our program. When I was a classroom teacher, my favorite part of the profession is making relationships with students and seeing them grow. Going from a student who is terrified of the computer and InDesign and knows that they're a strong writer, but then all of the other components that come with journalism, and seeing them shine, just empowering them to believe in themselves and go from being scared to complete excellence. That's probably my favorite job, is seeing students succeed.
What an incredible career and great resource for students.
On a more somber note, this week in Seoul was the 1-year anniversary of the Itaewon tragedy that occurred just days before Halloween.
To prevent a recurrence of such a catastrophe from happening again, Itaewon has implemented many new safety measures in the district. Let's hear about them.
So how are you staying safe this Halloween, considering the tragedy that took place a year ago in Itaewon?
I wanted to do some clubbing, but I was quite afraid of the crowd. But actually there are lots of policemen and control over the situation, so I feel that it's kind of safe this year.
Ways that Korea is staying safe is that there are signs in train stations, panic buttons on crosswalk poles, and police and guards in the area of Itaewon.
Safety is always important. Remember to make smart decisions wherever you decide to celebrate.
After the break, why is it so important to break out of your comfort zone? Stay tuned. Many of the students attending the Far East Conference also participate in sports at their school.
We took the opportunity to interview a cheerleader named Meadow, sharing her story of why is it so important to break out of your comfort zone.
I'm Meadow. I'm a junior at Humphreys High School. Getting out of the drama industry and exploring different waters like sports has been incredible. I've learned so much. I doubted myself a little bit, but after you push past the doubt and really truly learn and experience from professionals, it's incredible and you grow as a person. I am more of an artist. The reason why I kind of decided to branch out this year and really go for the sports is because I wanted to improve myself as an artist. As a musical theater performer, it is crucial that you are in good shape, considering you singing and dancing around the stage all at once. So not only does sports help me become better for the adult world, it helps me improve in my other factors. But I think as a young teenage girl, the biggest barrier you have is yourself. Teenage girls will tend to tear themselves down by saying, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not as good as the other girls, but you just have to separate your own teenageness and listen to those around you. Not everybody can be defined as like a softball player. Some people just like to get out there and like try new things. You're not confined to one thing, but cheerleading has affected me by giving me something to continue with, because I've done so much drama in my life and I still have stuff to learn from it, but I think trying something completely new, it takes you out of your comfort zone and it really indulges that factor that humans have to explore and learn more.
Sports are a great way to establish important life skills such as teamwork, time management, and organization, which is very inspirational.
Speaking of inspiration, we took the opportunity to explore an ancient Buddhist temple right here in Seoul.
There are over 20,000 Buddhist temples in Korea, but there is one temple in Seoul that truly stands out with its fascinating history and beautiful atmosphere. Jinkwansa is a gorgeous temple with a unique history. Established in the 12th century by a king in gratitude for a monk who sheltered him as a boy, the temple has been a place for worship and contemplation for over 1,000 years. But during the Korean War of the 1950s, most of the temple complex was destroyed. Yet a decade later, a female Buddhist monk made it her life's work to revitalize the temple and bring it back to its former glory. Now it's a temple renowned for its beauty and Buddhist practice.
Because I would watch it over and over.
Well, we try in Seoul to visit all the temples, the Buddhist temple. We like this place because all is quiet, you know, and we like also this religion because everything is quiet here.
Whether you're a Buddhist or not, this is a captivating experience to all that enter.
I came to this temple because I am currently on a guide, and a part of the itinerary was that we could visit one of these temples. It's also one of the reasons I joined this tour, because I thought it was a very pretty and interesting temple.
Old or young, travelers from all over the world gain a new perspective from visiting Jinkwansa. There's a peacefulness here, in the midst of nature, that invites contemplation. Not only is Jinkwansa a place of religious practice, but it's also known for its unique tea and temple cuisine. Visiting a Buddhist temple during a trip to Korea should be an essential stop for believers and tourists, and Jinkwansa just so happens to be one of the most charming of them all.
What a beautiful temple. You can really feel the peace that comes from such a sacred space.
We want to go more in depth with some of the students studying yearbook at the FEJ conference here in Seoul.
The students shared their perspectives with us on what they're learning and how this experience is helping them grow.
Christian made several baskets in the seniors' favor, but the lead would not last. As the clock dwindled, the staff rallied and gained a 52-49 lead.
I love Fires. I love it more than I like creative expression. Like, my feet hurt, but like I like the group of people I am. They're so nice, they're funny, and they're like, we all get along from day one, and I really love about that.
I've learned a lot about like designs and layouts, like so much.
It's a really really nice opportunity to kind of like express creativity and really like put together something special that helps like kind of like give a nice outline of an event or series of events, and it really allows you to express how you're feeling through a wide variety of different images.
It's really fun. Like all of us are from different schools, obviously, and it's really fun to collaborate. So.
I just want our book to be like stronger than it was in the past. Like our book hasn't been very good, but I think I can lead our book to being like extremely good with the knowledge I've learned here.
It's this collection of all of the little things that made the year from the different people who made up the school. And I think that when you have really good writing and really good photography, it captures it in a way that people want to remember it. And I think that's what makes a good yearbook.
It's inspiring to hear from the students and how they are taking full advantage of this opportunity.
That's our show for tonight. Thank you for choosing FENN as your source for news.
Have a good night and stay safe.